how and the thinking is they like to think about all the details. They like to think about and they like to analyze all perceptions. And they like to see how everything's gonna go before they come to the conclusion of how this specific thing gonna go. So they're gonna see how that went and where that went wrong. They're gonna see how that went and where that went wrong. Analyze that, criticize that, come to his own conclusion, and this better be motherfucking perfect. And if it ain't, we ain't gonna put it the fuck out. Virgo, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. That's how they do it. I ain't no Virgo. I just like to say we because I like to act as the signs as I play. You know, I'm a Leo rising, so I like to play the character of everything. Then I'm a Sagittarius moon, so I like to sit here and put meaning behind everything I'm fucking doing. Then I'm a motherfucking Aries sign. I'm gonna fucking energetically fucking do this shit, action orientated, in your face, fire everywhere. Flight boss. Now, you know what I'm saying? You know, Virgo, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna sit there and they're gonna retract. You know what I'm saying? But they like to dive into everything. They the fastest out of the other two earth signs. You know what I'm saying? A Virgo jump into something fast. Jump into a conversation fast. Jump into a situation fast. Because they got that Mercury help. You know, Mercury is exalted here. So Mercury is like pushing Virgo to go out there and see all the experiences. Don't just sit back and try to analyze it like Taurus, or don't just sit back and try to create something new like Capricorn. Go out there and experience it. Go experience everybody else shit. Go experience some shit you can get into and then come to some shit. That's Virgo. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get into the motherfucking air cardinal fixed and mutable. You know what I'm saying? Now, the cardinal, hold on, did we do that? No, we did fire, we did water, earth. Okay, yeah, now we're gonna get into air. Now, air cardinal is Libra. You know what I'm saying? So what is air? Air is the thinkers and the communicators. So Libra is the cardinal air. So they're going to initiate conversation, initiate communication, initiate some type of relatable situation. Even if they're not communicating, they're going to initiate a situation that can be relatable to all parties in the situation. For everybody to be at ease in the situation. Now, they're the diplomats, and they like to create balance amongst everybody, and they don't like to look at one person over one person, but a lot of times that could trickle down into them self-doubting themselves. So a lot of times they do need time to themselves to recuperate their energy, to put themselves out there, to let people know, yeah, I'm me too. I'm a person too. Even though I care about you, I always got somebody with me. No, I'm somebody too. I have my own thoughts too. I have my own emotions too. Y'all motherfuckers better listen. I got the right leadership skills. That's Libra. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they do. That makes them, by them understanding another person and different people, that makes them better leaders a lot of times than Aries. Because Aries, see what just makes Aries a leader sometimes, because they be off on the trail by themselves, and a lot of times people want to follow that trail. But 9 times out of 10, sometimes Aries could give a fuck about leading, because they too busy wanting to do it by themselves anyway. And then and vice versa, Libra, they like to do things with people so much sometimes they lose themselves in others. So to the point that they need to get a kick-in start to start doing things by themselves. You know what I'm saying? But by them having that energy of wanting to do things with others, that puts them in fears of realities and thinking processes of better ways of how to communicate and relate to people. So when it do come time to lead a situation, this what makes people want to follow Libras. This would make people want the Libra to make the decisions. Even though the Libra may sit back and be like, damn, I don't want to be the one to make the decision. But that energy alone makes people look at them like, yeah, you're the one. You got it. We need you. And then that gives the Leo some sense like, oh shit, yeah, they got me now. You know what I'm saying? Jump in, start doing breakdance moves. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, they got a party going. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that's the cardinal Libra. Now, the fixed air, Aquarius. Now, they the thinkers and the communicators, but it's fixed. So they communicate the way they like to communicate. You're not going to change the way an Aquarius communicate. They got their own thought processes of how they want to approach everybody and how they want everybody to see them. They got their own way of it. So when you come trying to analyze an Aquarius about they should do this or they should do that, or why you come across like that, they know how they coming across. And the fact that you telling them how they coming across, you actually falling into their plan, because they do this shit mentally. They got mental type shit going on. Aquarius, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's their own shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to sit there. They don't sit there and elaborate and want to elaborate how they communicate and how they would think with others. They got their own fixed way of how they think, and once you try to temper with that, you're going to get that argumentative Aquarius. But a lot of times Aquarius won't argue with you. They'll tell you what you want to hear and fuck you. Get the fuck out your face. And that's it. And then you'll be wondering why you ain't talked to that person in a while, and it's because they felt like you wasn't part of their communication style. You wasn't part of the energy that they was trying to communicate, so they had to leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? Because they got their own way of how their own fixed quality. Now the good thing about this is they know themselves well enough. Like I said, anytime it's the fixed modalities, they take the most time of understanding themselves, and they have the best time at accepting themselves better than the cardinal and the mutable signs. Like the fixed signs understand to accept themselves faster. You know, like a lot of the mutable and a lot of the cardinal signs be doing shit, but a lot of times they may not accept themselves or self-doubt themselves. The fixed signs, all the fixed signs is to themselves so much to the point that they get stuck in their ways to the point that when it comes time for a person to accept themselves and just supposed to fully accept themselves, the fixed signs does that the fastest. So why everybody think they slow, they be the fastest where it counts, where it actually counts. You know what I'm saying? Now the fixed signs know themselves faster than any other cardinal or mutables. You know what I'm saying? Now Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna stay fixated on one outlook, and see, they like to add a lot of scientific or a lot of logical perceptions to how they see things. So once they start learning this shit, ain't nothing you gonna be able to tell that motherfucking Aquarius, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna put you in a situation where you're gonna feel like there's no right or wrong anyway. So judging them, what they're doing, if it's right or wrong, is gonna do you no justice. So don't even get into no mental sparring with no Aquariuses, because you ain't gonna do nothing but mentally wear yourself out. Now, let's get to the mutable air. Now, the mutable air is Gemini. Now, this the mutable air, so this the scattered air. This the thinker, and this the communicators everywhere. This the fastest portion of it. This is the Mercury version of it. This is like the air that's on the ground that you first initially feel. It ain't like the Libra air where say it's a hot day, you put the air conditioner on. That's the air just for you. It's there for you. It's there for your love, your pleasure, or it's not the Aquarius air where it's stuck stable, like air, like somebody trying to put some air in a jar, or put some air in a pressure pipe, or a tire or something, like air in a tire or air in a balloon. That's Aquarius. That's like a fixed air, a circumference of air having other air thoughts, but it's its own air. It separates itself from the other air. You know what I'm saying? It's like a balloon air. You know what I'm saying? It's not that air. Mutable. The Gemini air is the air that's scattered everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. It's here. So it's thinking that, and if it's not around a lot of people talking, it's mind doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's mind everywhere. So it's thinking about everything. It like to look at the details. But the thing about Geminis, they gotta be careful of not coming across too many details, because they'll read so many details throughout the day that they forgot what they learned in general. And the only thing that they put their muscle building on, only thing that they built their muscle on in the mind was actually getting used to reading details. But actually getting the things out of the details that you really need to get out of, they may have went over so many details, so many instructions that day that they just forgot everything. Only thing that they mind put in repetition was to let's always look at the details. So you know what I'm saying? They may look like they the people who always going and reading the instructions or always know what to do, whatever like that. But that's just because their mind is in that rotation energy. But it's in it so much that throughout the thing, whatever they do is so scattered that they just forget what they learned. And then the subject have to come back like that, in that same energy, for them to remember again and be like, this is why a lot of times a Gemini may take credit for something you came up with. Because they was thinking about so much other shit. When you came up with it, it was a good idea. So they done came up with so many ideas to add on to it, it became their idea in their mind. So a few days later, they're going to be like, oh yeah, remember when I came up with this? And it's going to be hard for you to be like, nah, I came up with that, because all the ideas that they added to it, you're going to be like, damn, that sounds good. And then it ain't to a couple of days later, then you think and be like, well, damn, I initiated the feeling about it, though. I sparked the idea. He just added shit to it. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do. But hey, they smart as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Gemini's smart as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point arguing with them too. The things with Geminis, they know who to argue with and who not to argue with. And they don't like arguing with fools. sometimes they can play the fool, but if you got them a little higher elevated Geminis, they know how to not argue with fools. You know what I'm saying? Because they come from the mindset of a fool. They come from a mindset of a jack of all trades. They come from a mindset of a person who know how to manipulate. They come from a mindset of a person who could talk their way out of a wet paper bag. There's a lot of people who can't talk their way out of a wet paper bag. A Gemini can, and sometimes they use it, sometimes, and they know when not to use it. The elevated ones, you got them petty ones who just. And that's sometimes if they got a water moon or a fire moon, they may jump off because like I said, the water and fire are the fillers. So once the fire moon start to feel like it sees something that other people don't see, the Gemini sun is going to be like, yap, 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 yap. Soon as the water start to feel like it feels something that no one else understands, the Gemini sun going to be like, yap, 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 yap. But if an air person got an air moon or earth moon, this makes them more reserved, more quiet. They more quiet and know who to argue with, know who not to argue with, know what ideas to present and know what ideas not to present. And this, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, this, I'm gonna be honest with you. This video was supposed to be about when opposites clash. But I ain't did a video in so long and I feel good right now. Y'all know me, like, damn, like, so I gotta make another video. I'm about to stop this video, roll an L real quick, and then come with the actual video I was supposed to do when opposites clash. Flight Boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Goddamn, I guess this video is elements. Flight Boss.